This is the Sunday Motivational Video. Every Sunday, we bring you a different type of video, which should improve your life. Today, we're looking at 15 reasons why you should travel the world. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello Aluxers, it's amazing to have you back with us for another Sunday video. We are strong ambassadors of traveling and what exploring the world can do for your mindset, so we decided to make a video in order to go through the benefits we identified from our own experiences. A special distinction we want to make before we start is between traveling and being a tourist. Tourism is a commercial product, very similar to having a movie pass. You get to experience different things without going out of your comfort zone, while traveling is more similar with exploring, immersing yourself in a destination to the point where you're as much a part of it as it is of you. Big cities are filled with tourists, while travelers focus on the less traveled paths. The rewards are exponentially higher for travelers than for tourists. But it all depends on the reason for your trip. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be ready to book a flight and start exploring the world. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. Here are 15 reasons why you should travel the world. Number 1. It's outside of your comfort zone. What is traveling if not leaving order and moving towards the unknown? How far into the unknown you're willing to go? Well, that's up to you. You're going to places where you don't speak the language, where people don't know who you are, and you gotta be in control of yourself for once. That's why many people never go to new places. They explored one place with which they're comfortable, and they repeat that visit. Please consider this next time you decide to go somewhere. Number 2. It helps you escape the routine. We use traveling as a tool to consciously break our behavioral patterns when we feel like too many days look the same. It's a brute force strategy, but for us, it gets the job done. We plan trips ahead of time and space them out throughout the year so you always have a new one to look forward to. It's also a great way to add a new dimension to your life, which makes the hustle bearable. Number 3. Travel is a more advanced form of education. Want to get smarter quicker? Go exploring. Traveling is like condensed education. So many skills and new forms of interconnected knowledge merge together in a travel experience, then you level up at the end of your trip. What we love the most about the type of knowledge you get while traveling is that it gives you a detail of insight which you cannot match otherwise. You make sense of history, geography, and of international events which others only study in school books. This type of experimental knowledge allows this information to stick around a lot longer. Number 4. You get to meet new people and hear their stories. Despite being more connected than ever, it's hard to make new friends and expand your network. Traveling is the perfect opportunity for this. Both parties actively want to expand their networks with people from different places around the world, so the environment is optimized for this type of goal. The last thing you want when coming back from a trip is to have never spoken to anyone new. It's a missed opportunity to learn about the world. Just talk to people and they'll gladly tell you their stories about their past and their lives and how they ended up being the person they are today. This allows you to understand context and form in non-superficial relations with people, which will dramatically outlast the others. It doesn't hurt to keep in touch once in a while either. Number 5. You're exposed to new ideas. A single trip can change your entire worldview. People fear what they don't know or don't understand. This is a very prominent issue, especially today when media chooses to portray the worst in people. Just because someone lives in another geography than you do, their skin color is different, and they worship a different supernatural being than you, it doesn't mean they don't share the same emotions, that they don't have the same desires or the same goals. In our travels, we found that most people are good and welcoming, and they'll share with you what they have in order to make you feel good. A smile is always returned no matter where you go. Explore the world, talk to people, and actively try to learn from them. We've been alive as humans for so long that different parts of the world have mastered different aspects of existence. The last thing you want to do is travel with the belief that you know everything, because you'll be shocked by your own ignorance. Number 6. It makes you more independent. One goal in life is to be self-sufficient, meaning if it comes to it, your own set of tools is enough to keep you going. We're seeing this with younger generations, where parents are overprotective and do not allow their children to face the hardships of life until it's too late. They grow up in a bubble, and then reality hits them like a brick in the face. Traveling is a great solution for this, because although you can call your mom and dad to hit the Western Union or book the flight home, you still have to rely on your own abilities to have a good time. Traveling in small groups or even alone gives you the superpower of being enough by yourself and decreases your reliance on external factors. Number 7. The food is amazing. Life's too short to eat the same type of food every single day. Not exploring the food culture of the world is a major sin in our eyes and should be punished accordingly. Imagine there's a book with thousands of pages, and you read over and over again the same first page, never turning it over once. Even hearing that makes you realize how stupid that is, but that's how most people live their lives. Food is an extraordinary sensory experience. You're literally bringing a part of the new environment inside of your body. What's more personal than that? Some of our best experiences happen around food because people can be themselves when they're eating. Food has that power over people, and it brings out their most natural selves. Number 8. Travel makes you realize how much you don't know. The more you travel, the more you understand how close-minded you've been living. The world is so vast and filled with knowledge and stories you would otherwise die without knowing. The beauty of life comes from expanding your horizons, whatever form that might take. This might sound odd to some people, but the more you explore, the more you realize how complex human life is, and it's hard to comprehend that most people will never get that perspective. A life without traveling is like living in a cage. You're not living, you're just being kept alive. Number 9. It de-stresses you. We've experienced this ourselves. Life is complicated, and it takes a strong toll on us as humans, especially since we're putting so much pressure on ourselves. Despite us justifying the importance of whatever it is we're stressing about for the moment, the world keeps on spinning in a major disregard of our minuscule existence. Traveling provides us an escape from that. It makes you a passenger in other people's existences instead of your own usual position as the driver of your own life. Number 10. You make memories. Memories are the one type of wealth which grows more value as time goes by. At some point in life, we'll all find ourselves left with just our memories. These will probably be the last thing we have to give up before we die, so we might as well invest in them. People who travel have stories to tell because they lived, they've seen places, they've met people, life happened to them. And these memories are even better if they're shared with the people you care about, because memories are the underlying bond of relationships. They set the cornerstones for true friendships. A while back, we made 2 very important videos on the things which money can and cannot purchase. You can check them out by clicking in the top right corner. You're probably expecting a fluff piece, but that is not what we did. We went deeper than anything we've seen, and we're really proud of the end result. Enjoy! Number 11. Freedom to travel is the new measurement for success. Who cares how much money you have in the bank if you've never seen the world? Who cares what your cash flow is if you're unable to leave the country because the government forbids it? Freedom to travel has become the new measurement for the new rich. One week we're in Rome, the next we're settled into our apartment in Manhattan. Once the business is done, we're on a plane to Shanghai. The world is your playground, and you need to start playing in it if you really want to feel wealthy. Number 12. Travel forces you to be more social. In this digital world, people have become excessively boring. They lack a personality because they no longer go out to form one. Because of their indoor existence, we are forming our personalities based on almost the same type of pattern provided on the internet. We all laugh at the same memes, we all watch the same TV shows, we order the same types of clothes from the same online retailers. You're no longer you. You're a product of what the aforementioned companies want you to be. The antidote to all of this is real-life conversations. Even better if these are hard conversations, meaning they're meant to test your current beliefs. We're so used to living in our own designed echo chambers that people are triggered when they hear something which goes against what they've been infused to believe and are massively outraged. Traveling teaches you to be social, to talk to people you don't know and learn from them. Number 13. It increases your problem-solving skills. Want to get better at life? Travel. Inevitably, you'll be faced with situations where you'll need to be quick on your feet, to get creative in your problem solving and figure out how to get yourself out of difficult positions. All this makes you a more resourceful individual and has side benefits into whatever you're planning to do in the future. Because life is very cyclical in nature, only the details change. We like people who travel a lot. They seem more confident and are not shaken that easily. Number 14. Some experiences have an expiration date on them. You'll never get to experience a city the same way you did the first time. Visiting Paris when you're a teenager holding hands with your high school sweetheart differs completely to the experience of a couple who just had their second child, or that of someone who's in their 50s. The experiences you can enjoy while traveling have an expiration date on them. This means if you don't travel right now, you're missing out on something which you'll never be able to experience again. Yes, you can see the landmarks, but by now we expect you understand that travel isn't about getting a selfie in front of a random building or construction. There's more to it than that. Number 15. Travel is a better investment than more material things. We'd take experiences over another set of fancy clothes any day. We've touched on this idea some time back, but some investments you do for your financial portfolio, which is meant to secure your freedom, while others you do for your soul. Everything else is just an expense. And that's all for today, Aluxers. We hope this video sparked some interest into exploring the world. And if you want to know what we do when we travel, click in the top right corner to watch our Vienna or Milan video. We're always looking for exciting new destinations, so we're curious to know, what's your favorite country to visit? Let us know in the comments. And for those of you still watching, we salute and thank you. As always, you're getting a bonus reward. Number 16. Travel makes you find who you really are. It's a very humbling experience, making you realize life does not revolve around you. There are so many people living their own version of reality, and having to really understand that is growth by itself. On top of that, you can finally find who you really are, something you can't do if you don't expose yourself to the new and to the unknown. Being face-to-face with the world allows you to define and polish the piece of art you are, and from that point forward, your destiny becomes clear. It's almost like an addiction once you realize the transformative powers of travel. If you're still watching this, please write the number of countries you have visited so far in the comments. As of 2018, there are 195 countries recognized worldwide. It doesn't matter if the number is high or low. What is important is for you to be honest with yourself and realize how much more of the world you have to explore. We're so interested to see if Aluxers understand the importance of travel or not. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.